Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at totally legit recaps from DWK. This is for My Little Pony Season 8, Episode 3, The Maud Couple. Now, I remember who Maud is. That's Pinkie Pie's, let's go with depressed sister who lives in a literal cave. Yeah. Pinkie Pie's sister. It's been seasons and years since I knew about this, and it's still kind of is just one of those, how are they related type moments. I actually know, but the effect is still there all the time. That's just me. Now, when they say the Maud couple, I'm going either two ways. One, it's just a generic, oh, they're going to have her with a relationship with someone now. This is going to be terrible. And I'll laugh my ass off. Or it's a reference to the Odd Couple and making Maud the joke in the name referring to ponies. Now, if anyone hasn't seen The Odd Couple, I think they just redid it. But it's actually an older comedic, let's go with movie on this one. Yeah, the movie sounds about right. It was really old. I actually forgot if it was a movie or TV show. Oh, that's because it was a movie and a TV show. That's why. About two people living together, not dating or anything, but just living together, who were complete polar opposites. One was manic and exciting. The other was very straight, plain, and square. And they didn't really get along, and the show is basically them being idiots to each other. Yeah, it actually was kind of enjoyable. I saw the movie. It was harmlessly fun, kind of boring and a little dated, but honestly not bad. It was completely watchable. Personal opinion. How this is going to work out on this show, I don't quite know, because like, okay, is she getting a boyfriend? Is she just having a roommate in her cave? You know, that phrasing is probably not something I should have said out loud. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me at all. So we're just going to start this up before I say anything else incriminating. I don't know what DWK is going to do with it, though, but it's DWK. That should be all I need to say at this point. If you haven't, there's a link below to the original video. Make sure to hit up. And if you can, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel as well. Let's get started.
Thought you could get rid of me, didn't you? But no, I'm just too fucking autistic.
I'm sorry. Yeah. The entire thing about getting rid of him after the last one. But really? Snap back to spaghetti? And then you just do the entire meme of the face and the pony and it's just an overlay of I haven't even read what it said, and it's literally 6 seconds in, and I'm already having oh my god, really? That's the joke you made? That's the joke right off the bat? He went through hundreds of spaghetti images to find the one that would perfectly complement the shape of Treehugger's head. Oh yeah, because Treehugger is the Rasta pony he uses as his stand-in. You know, crazy thing is, I can see it. It actually does match. The swirl of the pasta does match the general shape of the outline he's using. I'm actually kind of impressed with the dedication just to make the stupid meme face that he puts writing right over work. You know, the thing we can't see underneath it. He spent hundreds of spaghetti images. God, how do you do that without getting hungry?
Anyway, let's fucking do this.
Oh god, we're
open mic night at
really?
the Cackling Cowboys, Ponyville's favorite comedy club / dive bar. And Maud's like,
what do you call an alicorn with no wings and no horn?
Crippled, sorrowful, and above all lonely, for there are so few who can understand just how much she's lost.
Yes, I get the original joke in canon was that she's actually really good at deadpan humor. I think in this variation, though, dear God, DWK, you just dropped that down into the, oh my God, what the hell levels really fast. Also, yeah, that's completely accurate, and if you suddenly strip them of that, it would be pretty fucking terrifying. Also, considering the people who do that are usually people with enemies because, you know, one of them would be Celestia. Like, literally, it's either Celestia, Luna, or I guess Twilight's sister-in-law, or Twilight now. They all kind of have enemies at this point. It's like, hey, you're powerless and depowered. Kind of the same thing, but I'm going to double up on it just to make sure you understand how powerless you are by being powerless. The depression would probably set in pretty fast because you realize what's about to happen to you. Not saying Celestia put a precedent in there by literally turning people to stone or exiling them to, you know, satellites around a planet for thousands of years, or I guess 1,000 years, but yeah, that's a thing. Dear God, DWK. Really? Really? You started on the flank shot? Seriously, I promise. I don't trust your promises. I have learned well enough to know... What? Everything about him makes me happy. What? Oh God, she's smiling! I didn't realize they were allowed to draw Maud with smiles. Category, things no woman will ever say about you, 1,000 points. Oh my God, this is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it? This is going to be one of his, oh my God, why episodes. He's, right in the beginning, man, right in the beginning.
Anyway,
Probably.
Puzzle, damn dude, you really been killing them lately.
Pie
No,
meme
I
face.
haven't. You told me to stop, and I did. I keep my promises, Pinkie.
I mean, you've been telling great jokes. They're funny. You've been making people laugh. We don't need to talk about the other thing.
Oh,
The other thing?
I guess I write better jokes when I'm not constantly enveloped in a cocoon of soul-smothering anxiety and loneliness, and...
Okay, 1, yes, that usually helps. 2, Robin Williams apparently did pretty damn good doing that. I mean, wouldn't recommend that option, and sucks how that turned out. Okay, that got a lot darker than I meant. I apologize. But what was she talking about by the no? He told me to stop. But then Pinkie Pie didn't want... What were they talking about? Like, what was she doing that someone was telling her to stop? Okay, yeah, I know where my mind went. I'm not going to comment. Dear God, DWK, what the hell did you do? Literally, if that's the kind of joke, I'm just moving on now.
That kind of brings me to something I wanted to talk to you about.
Wait, hold
What?
on. I think I'm gonna... Jesus fucking Christ,
Why?
listen to that.
Did you have to play it back again?
No, look, I don't mind Ultra Spaz ass hug Pinkie as much as a lot of people
She
seem
just shoved
to,
it right
but
up there.
That was a screeching convulsion right there.
It's like we've
Ugh.
got some kind of per scene character energy quota that has to be filled, and since Maud's so
Probably?
inexpressive, Pinkie just had a grand mal screech attack in the middle of the conversation
Also, she just got
to
out-humored,
restore
too.
equilibrium to the show as efficiently as possible.
I honestly thought, and I'm kind of disappointed he didn't do it, but I thought that was the Anakin scream from Revenge of the Sith. I really thought that's what it was. And I'm a little disappointed it isn't. It fits so well. Also, Maud's face. I never realized it, but yeah, she looks like she's in abject terror because Pinkie Pie just pinkied everywhere. Also, where the hell are they looking? Okay. Is that a bed? Oh, God. Is this someone's bedroom? Oh, that's insane, and I love it. How long is he going to stretch this out for?
Anyway, Paul
Apparently that
wakes
long.
up the
Oh,
next
no.
morning with
Oh, I forgot what DWK does now. He puts all those little pages in. It's like, oh my God, just fucking... Wow, he really shook the camera around a lot on this one. Seriously, that's actually a lot of little details he put in there. Like and subscribe for more wacky humor. Sausage links in the doobly-doo. 1, I have no idea what that image is of. 2, sausage? I'm just going to move on. I don't want to know what he's having sausage links for. And
Anyway, Parker wakes up the next morning with retrograde amnesia due to her cute streaking fit, and she can't find Maud, so she...
You just did that again, really? Who's going to clean up all those posters, Pinkie? Am I the only one who thought about that? Does this mean I'm getting old? Yeah, it probably does. Also, did she just put up a wanted poster for her sister and then put question marks under it? Because I can't actually see if they put her name on there at all. That kind of defeats the purpose. Who is this person?
And Maud, so she trashes Glimmy's room in a delirious rage, and then, in an even more concerning turn of events, goes cake shopping for Maud's birthday party, seemingly
You have
unaware
really
of the
screwed up
fact
priorities.
that
She works at a bakery.
She gets in it with some dude who people tell me is supposed to be a
Stick
pony
in the mud.
version of that one guy from that one show who always says Bazooper or whatever. I can't say for sure because I don't watch it, but it seems legit to me because he's really fucking obnoxious and he's a huge waste of time. So Punk finally finds her sister and she's like, where are you?
You know what? I'm going to practice restraint. Apparently that's the thing I can do, and I'm not going to say anything about that. Mostly because I don't actually know the character well enough to make any claim whether he actually is Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory or not. Granted, most shows are a waste of time, but it's a fun waste of time. Why would they do that? Because it's My Little Pony. They put references to everything. That's why.
You been, dude? I woke up in a hospital this morning. And
did?
Maud's like,
Pinkie, the reason I've been so busy is that I have a boyfriend now.
What?
And there it is.
And now a short interlude for them. What? Mudfangs? Oh, I see. Also, that wasn't DWK doing the voice, was it? That was the actual voice of the character? I'm actually a little surprised because whenever he does the voice, it sounds incredibly monotone and really slow talking. And then you hear the actual one, it's like, oh, DWK was making her sound more hype. Let me repeat that just to get that across. DWK was hyping Maud more than her own actress was. And I would like to point out, he sounded pretty level right there. Her actress, she just really nailed the I would rather die of a horrible paper cut that I had when I was 8 and has eventually stopped bleeding because I have now expired from boredom. Yes, my hobbies are watching paint dry and then licking the air to see if it tastes different after I breathe. So I've tried not to breathe, but that doesn't work. It is that level of, oh God, why? And they're just, I'm sorry, I'm just a little blown away that DWK hyped her. Hot damn. Also, oh, she has a boyfriend. Good for her.
Just like that, our lovably inscrutable rock horse is taken. You know, it's funny, as I'm recording this, it's
Wouldn't that be a pony friend?
raining real hard outside. Just seems appropriate, very dramatic. And
Kinda surprised you didn't put little water falling animations in.
out there. You know, she's not my
Kind of you.
waifu, but I just want to tell you, I am so sorry. I'm sure you thought I was gonna point, laugh, and start throwing the cuck word around, but I know you've already had enough of that. Look.
What the hell? Was that Reddit? I don't know you can post anonymously on Reddit. Why does it say cake? What? Huh? I feel like I'm missing a joke here. Also, is that Gundam up there? Okay, that's...
For that. Look, on one hand,
happened to
you
Ray?
know,
Is that like an
Maud's
old
one of
version?
my favorite
Yeah, whatever.
characters. I loved seeing her in another episode, and I'm glad she's happy. But on the other, I'm sorry you guys had to take this hit. She's been with us for 4 years, and I know what some of you must have felt for her.
Oh,
and
she smiled.
Must still feel for her. Yeah, I won't pretend.
He's being
to
very
know what
serious
you're
about this.
going
I'm
through
scared.
right now, but I know what it's like to fear it. A lot of us do. That's the price. That's the anxiety of having a waifu in a show that's still running. And I think those of us whose humanity has not yet been completely consumed and assimilated by this giant, hideous Shoggoth creature of indifference that is the...
Okay, one, the internet, empathy, yeah. But I got an honest question here. Now, his entire brand of waifu, which he's apparently taking very serious for this entire segment right here, which I think is its own way of referencing Maud just into the low monotone she does. He's outlining a form of waifu where they're your waifu not because you enjoy the character or other aspects, but because you actually want to be with them. But if the character then goes on to form a relationship in their own story, it's physically harmful. I don't get that kind of thought process because I've run into it before where you take it incredibly personally, but at the same time, because it's a character in a story, wouldn't you root for them to find someone so that they can be happy and you can then, vicariously live through that happiness? Because that's the way I would see it working. But then I guess this is the right image to pause on, because it seems like this entire argument, no matter what side you're on, is a giant cyclopean monster where all those individual eyes are just different people it absorbs. So there's only one main eye that the rest are just staring out in horror, wondering why. Why am I suffering? Yeah. Not really sure where I was going with that one, but it kind of fits. And I don't like the fact that it didn't turn out to be a joke, and I feel really bad about that. I'm just going to move on right now.
The internet can at least offer our sympathies. I won't act like I know what you should do next. I think you can figure out I've got a few issues of my own, and I know better than a lot of people that first suggestion off of some random prick's head could fix your problem, then it would.
Was there a backstory before this episode?
First place, but still, if I can offer a bittersweet piece of concept,
he's going to do something really stupid right now, isn't he?
The saddest part of our love for our waifus is that they can never actually be with us, but that also means that they can never truly reject us.
Oh, that
So
face.
please, don't do anything crazy like kill yourself or someone else.
Oh, yeah, from
or
Groundhog
chop
Day.
your fucking dick off or something, all right? Because she didn't do this
That
shit on
escalated.
purpose, because she couldn't, because she didn't even know you were there in the first place.
And he's just putting a random now back to the show in there.
My sister in love!
Technically, we're in
Wait, you're in what? Anyway, we're introduced to the BF and Punkers also. How'd you two meet? And dude's all we met at a Petrified wood exhibit. What's Petrified wood?
To be fair, those are actually
Same as a
fascinating.
fossil, wood that's hardened into rock over millions of years.
I hope it doesn't take that long for his wood.
Pinkie, I swear to...
One, I love the sister play right there. That's probably the wrong phrase to use. I like the interplay between still probably not the right phrasing. I like how you can tell they are related, because as soon as DWK has her go to make a joke, he immediately cuts himself off for having Maud cutting her off. He's like, Pinkie, don't you dare about the wood joke. You know what you're saying. No. Also, just going to throw it out there, Petrified wood is really freaking cool, man. Like, I know he's joking about it's really boring because it's rock and it forms slowly and just... No, seriously, if you ever go see this stuff, Petrified forests are freaking amazing. They are legitimately so freaking creepy and cool at the same time. They're literally trees turned into rock and just fossilized in place forever. But then they're all stratified because they are now replaced with the sediment that slowly seeped into each capillary of the tree. So it's an entire stratification of rock, and you see all these crazy colors depending on what seeped in, and it's freaking brilliant, man. And if you could find an entire area, it's literally amazing. Just go look that up. It's so freaking cool. I know he's using it as a joke here because it's supposed to be really boring, and hey, we went to an exhibit about rocks. No, they're fascinating. Just go Google it. It's awesome, man.
God, don't fucking start.
Technically, we haven't had intercourse yet. Why, do you have, confidence issues?
That
are
face.
you too petrified to get wood?
God fucking damn it, Pinkie, get out of here.
So, Pinkie needs some advice, and if she was having an issue with Rarity
meeting the
or
crazy
Nutter
sister.
Butter or someone else important, I'm sure we'd be talking to Her Highness Principal Princess Twiggly Wiggly Sparkle right now. But since her grievance only involves supporting characters, she has to go through Tier 1 friendship support first, aka Guidance Counselor Glim Glam.
To be fair, she's actually getting better at it.
Serves tea and
What's
cookies.
for-
Yeah, well, Trixie's in rehab, or Wagon...
City of Ponyville Impound Lot. One, DWK, thank you for doing this too. What's Colt 45? And I gotta ask because it's either an actual drink, he just put the logo on. It's like, cool, that's cool. Or DWK made up a beer that's a pony joke. I'm actually impressed either way. That's actually pretty cool.
Impounded, and I got stuck with a case of these and 6 cartons of menthol, so that's all you get.
Menthol?
Now, why are you blowing this
Oh,
guy
I
off
think
so
cigarettes.
quick, Pinkie? You're all about friends and shit. My sister's blowing him off. That's the problem.
But,
I thought you had 3 sisters, man. This must...
Okay, I hate to say it, but considering the joke she just made and who he's supposed to be, I apologize in advance, but bazinga. It needed to be done.
to happen before. Nah, man, we all grew up on a farm together out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I left when I was a kid and traveled all over, but they stayed, you know,
That
just
face.
3 strong young farm girls blossoming into nubile maturity without a single male.
Pretty sure that was Pinkie Pie. That's the mom or the sister. That's Maud, of course. That is terrifying. Who looks at a plate of bread and... Oh, wait, is that meat? Meat and potatoes? I find that freaky, not because it's meat, but because they're ponies. This is like saying your favorite food is your neighbor's. There's really no good outcome to that. That's kind of fucked up. I'm just going to move on.
For miles around, suffocating in their collective lonesome hormonal desires. Gods only know what they got up to late at night after a few drinks of Dad's rock vodka. Jesus,
There's rock
Pinkie, you're
vodka?
murdering
Oh, yeah, because
me
they were
here,
rock
man.
farmers.
Hey, that's a great idea, dude. Thanks. So, Ponka throws Mudbriar in her party basement, and she's about to whack him like
She
a
has a
pinata
party
until he
basement?
makes his offhand comment about Maud not liking surprise parties. So she lets him off the hook and goes to confront her sister. And she's all, "What the fuck, dude? You hate surprise parties. Dash hates pies. Why does everybody lie to me?" And Maud's like,
You don't give him a choice?
Pinkie, giving you even the smallest piece of criticism feels like kicking a puppy. For all of your outwardly projected joy and exuberance, you're the most fragile, disturbed creature I've ever known, and I'd rather endure 1,000 surprise parties than make you sad one time. Look, I know Mudbriar's probably kind of a douche if you aren't used to him, but just this once, even if it means cashing in every favor you owe me, can you just be cool and try to get along with him?
Okay, 1. Wow, she's cashing in favors and being very upfront about it. 2, Maud calling out Pinkie. Damn, DWK. I mean, I know I shouldn't be surprised by that level of... Okay, he doesn't like the word analysis. Criticism and critique being put forward in such a way that is accurate to the character, but this is something a lot of people don't point out. Pinkie Pie's kind of fucked in the head. And I don't mean that in the entire insane sense. I mean in the entire... You know, when you look at her backstory, she's kind of massively depressed, and she acts outgoing, partially because it's what she got used to, and partially because that was a coping mechanism, which is actually pretty well established as a very common coping mechanism for people who have significant issues they're trying to work through. I'm trying really hard not to make another Robin Williams reference. And having just said that, I realize I failed, and now the depression sets in. Yeah. The moment you realize Maud is probably the most healthy of the sisters. Do we ever get to meet the others? You know, considering I just saw the face of that last one, no, I'm okay with never meeting the others.
You really like him that much, huh?
Everything about him makes me happy.
Well, too bad.
She smiled.
Anyway,
She
Ponka
just
spends
read
all the
out.
way home to seek the sage advice of her eldest sister, and she's like, "Dude, Limey, you gotta help me. I just don't get what Maud."
Wait. I'm sorry. The fucked up sister's name. DWK didn't make that up, did he? Her name is actually Limey. Please tell me she speaks with a British accent. I'm sorry, who thinks of that? That is literally, every comparable name that hits at the same level of, oh my god, levels of offense is something you probably shouldn't say on YouTube. And her name is actually Limey? I really hope she speaks with a British accent just to make it so much worse. Also, yeah, we're meeting the crazy sister now.
Season this prick. And Limestone's like, you don't need to.
Oh,
Sis,
Limestone.
bruh, what are you talking about?
Oh,
He's
I guess that
dating
wasn't
Maud.
Pinkie.
We need to get along and understand each other and be friends and shit. All right, I got a metaphor for you, Pinkie. Think of Maud's boyfriend like this gem
it's a
right
lime,
here,
not a
dude.
stick.
That's not a gem. It's just a regular rock. Well, it might look like a regular rock, but all you gotta do to find the hidden gem inside is crack it open
Oh, a
and
geode.
go fuck yourself. Do not not fuck this up for Maud. Do you hear me? You know how miserable she's been, and if this guy makes her happy, you fucking put up with it because she's your family. Act like a fucking adult and think about someone else's feelings for once. Hey, I'm...
Okay, one, I gotta see that again. If you're wondering why I sound genuinely angry, it's because I'm actually yelling at myself. Oh. Yeah, that. So in other words, he's been in a situation where he didn't like one of his siblings, significant others, and he basically went to town on saying, why the fuck are you ruining it? But in the process, probably hurt them a bit more, probably damaged the relationship. Damn, that's actually pretty hard. Also, wow, my first impression of Limey was completely off. I thought that was a ham. It was a lime. Easy mistake. Still no idea why there's like garlic cloves underneath it. That's a little weird. And it's actually limestone and not limey. Limey's just a nickname, but I still think, right off the bat, if Limey is actually her official nickname, while it fits, I wish she was given a British accent. I really wish she was. That would be so bad. I would love it. But yeah, I completely misread this character immediately. Also, everyone but Pinkie Pie seems to be more together on this one. Crazy part is, I know DWK gave her flack for only going to the side characters instead of Twilight for this one, but I think based on the information she's working with, Twilight actually might not be the best choice. Because her relationship with her brother was so completely different that, you know, this wouldn't really apply. Because the one time she really hated the person her brother was with, it's because it was literally a shape-shifting monstrosity that you need to destroy with fire. And violence. Friendship violence.
Hey, I'm Pinkie Pie, goddammit. All I do is care about other people's feelings. No, all you do is think about the idea of caring about other people's feelings and then use the self-esteem that gives you as a coping mechanism for your own depression.
I mentioned it was
as soon as
coping,
a situation
but
demands some actual sacrifice from you, look at what you do. You throw a fit and run away.
But what if they end up getting married? I'll have to put up with them forever.
Yeah,
You
dude,
didn't put up with
sometimes
Maud
you just gotta
forever.
shut your fucking mouth, put on a smile, and put up with some shit forever.
That's what sacrifice is.
But
sucks.
you know what fucking sucks? Being a 35-year-old virgin who spends...
Here lies Limestone. She never scored. Oh, God. This is hand-drawn, isn't it? Oh, God. I shouldn't laugh, but that's kind of depressing. Also, her eyes are greenish yellow, so like a lime. Oh, I get that.
Who spends every day of her life moving rocks and watching her parents grow old and die.
they're
Well, you
stones.
go
They're
off
stones
and
underneath
save
the
the
lime.
world and Maud gets her cherry popped. That fucking sucks, but I put up with it because that's what the family needs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Also, you're still a virgin.
Get out of here before I break your leg.
Oh!
Mom goes back to the old PV.
She didn't know that, and she's... Okay, so what did it say? I think she was the best part of the episode to be Familial, and I hope we get more in the future. Honestly, yeah, I kind of like it. I like her portrayal. I like the fact that I finally got what the reference of the cutie mark meant. Limestone. I feel like I needed for thinking it was garlic cloves. Or potatoes. Honestly, I thought it was meat and potatoes at first. I actually feel bad about missing that. Yeah. Although that voice gets kind of grating after a while. Oh, God, what voice did they give her? I'm just going to pretend, since I don't actually know it, that actually was British. Because that would be a Limey is... Yes, she would live down to the name Limey. I'm stuck on that. I'm not changing my headcanon.
Aunt goes back to the old PV, tries
Is
to
he
be cool with
rapping a
Mud
log?
Boy, and when he acts like a tool, she shuts the fuck up. As a
Rhetorical
compromise, she
hemorrhage
still
imminent.
throws the big party, but she has Glimmy put a shitload of ketamine in the punch bowl and pull a fake on the addled attendees with a cardboard cutout of Maud while she, her sis, and the BF just chill on a hill. And Pinkie's
That's
like,
actually
You know,
the nicest
Mud,
thing she could
I
do.
learned something today. I never really stopped to think about how much my family sacrifices for me or how little I actually give them in return. I'm sorry
That's
I made
the
things
moment
so
you start
hard
becoming
for
adult.
you guys, and I'm glad you're happy together. Thanks, Pinkie.
Technically,
Shut up, faggot.
Okay, so this was the Pinkie Pie episode saying all of her basic personality is a farce. Let's go with farce she puts on to hide lingering depression, which we kind of figured out. Hell, even I knew that from like the first seasons. Maybe first or second. I'm not really sure when I saw it. But this one's explicitly calling her out, going back to the family, which apparently is close enough she can just do that into a single episode, and getting called to task by the sister who apparently had never been in the show before and who I was initially terrified of because she looked like someone who would use the term, it puts the lotion on the skin. You gotta be honest, that first picture DWK show did kind of have that vibe. Just throwing it out there and running the fuck away. Yeah, I really like what he did here. I like that he highlighted the character traits. I love that he actually used the dialogue for Maud especially to show what his version of the voice looked like compared to canon. And I'm still stuck on the fact that he technically hyped her up more than she was. And that's mind-blowing because this is like her emotional episode. But I'm happy. Yeah, it's like freaky and fun at the same time. I love it. So if you haven't already, just link below. Hit it up. If you haven't, fix that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Adios.